one of my biggest fears to overcome was procrastination. I was textbook definition procrastinator. I would wait till the very last minute to do everything. And actually, 2 jobs ago, I was constantly called out because even though I delivered my projects on time, they were always last minute. People that I worked with, especially at the corporate office, were very regimented. They had their project plans, they had their timelines, and they would email me or call me and say, "Hey, where are you on this project?" And I said, "I'm still working on it. I'm still planning on it. Don't worry, we're gonna get there." And I did. Every single time I delivered, but it made them crazy because they could not count on me to provide them updates and statuses of what was happening. What if I couldn't deliver? What if something happened and I missed that date? But I could never get past it. I couldn't get over my fear of doing a project that I may or may not be good at or could accomplish. And so I would just procrastinate, and I would do all the things that I really like to do. And then I would put these projects off to the side, and then last minute, bam. The problem with that was that it put so much pressure and so much anxiety and so much stress on me that it was drowning. I couldn't even function because I was so overcome with this fear and that this pressure and this anxiety. And I was like killing myself, and I didn't know how to break the cycle until I started breaking things down. And I started realizing that if I got this thing done first, I got it out of the way, even though I hated doing it, it freed me up to do everything that I really wanted to do. So I needed to come up with an action plan. And one of the first things I did, one of the first things I learned was I needed to write things down, because historically, just my whole life, everything I do, I keep in my head. And that caused so much anxiety because my head was so busy. I couldn't focus. I couldn't single task because my brain was so busy trying to process all the stuff I needed to do. When I started journaling, when I started putting plans together, when I started writing things down, and I'm not talking about project plans, I'm just talking about life plans. What do I need to do? What do I need to accomplish? What don't I want to do? What do I really want to do? And what I learned was, as I started taking those things that I didn't want to do, and I moved them to the top of the list, and then I scratched them off, it changed everything for me. It's not about SMART goals, and it's not about project plans. It's about mindset. It's about understanding as a procrastinator that the worst thing you can do for yourself, and the problem with procrastination is that you know it, and you just don't know how to fix it. You don't know how to get past that burden of, yeah, I'm a procrastinator. I don't want to do this. It's not what I enjoy doing. It's something that I just want to try and make go away. It's never going away. When you have that task, it's not going away. So your options are you sit on it and you wait till the last minute and you stress yourself out and you're just so overwhelmed that you can't even think and do that project to the level that you know you're really capable of. Or you come up with a systemic plan of how you're going to address this issue. And then you're going to go step by step by step. And for me, the more minute the detail of what I needed to do, the better I was at it because it wasn't overwhelming anymore. When I had 1-line items, when I had 10 lines of what I needed to do, I still didn't get it. So kind of like a project plan, I would just kind of lay out those steps that I needed to do. And again, it's not just business, it's life. What do I need to do? What bills do I need to pay? I don't want to deal with paying these bills. You need to pay your bills. So how are you going to do it? What's that process going to look like? How much time are you going to take to do it? What days are you going to do it on? As you start building that out, it becomes more of a routine, and you get more comfortable with understanding that once you get past it, things open up, things get better, and then you can actually stop and breathe and relax. For me, it was really a mindset shift. It was getting myself into a better place. It was getting rid of the distractions. It was getting rid of the addictions that kind of kept me from really being focused on what I needed to accomplish. it changed everything for me when I realized that procrastination was holding me back. I wasn't moving forward in my life, business and personal, because procrastination kept me back. I wasn't doing the basic things that I needed to do to move myself and my family forward. And it was all because I was afraid. And that's for me, what procrastination really comes down to is that I was just afraid of what may happen or what I was facing. And when you don't want to face something, that's really part of the whole procrastination thing. When it's scary and you don't want to address it and you start procrastinating about it, it gets so much worse. So what I've learned is attack it, go right at it. If it's really that important, then make it a priority for yourself, and then realize that it's going to free you up to do so many other things. Procrastination is a very scary thing. It is an overwhelming thing if you don't really understand what's causing the procrastination, if you don't understand how best to move forward in your procrastination. But once you do, and I've been really blessed with having the ability to figure these things out for myself and kind of taking that responsibility for myself to move forward. But sometimes you need a coach to help you move past things like procrastination. I am more than happy to share my story and my strategies. If you want to DM me, we can absolutely set up time, because I hate to see people struggle with procrastination when there's steps and there's guides and there are processes that you can use to move yourself forward. It is so liberating. It is just this overwhelming sense of gratitude that you've moved yourself beyond that procrastination step. So if you're struggling, reach out. Let's talk about it. I will tell you with no reservations that getting procrastination out of my life and just taking responsibility for everything that was in front of me changed my entire perspective on life. Have a good day. Reach out if you want to talk. I'll talk to you later.